Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Let's see who's in the building. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Miss T. Hey, Lisa Taylor. Definitely hit the like button on the way in. This is the review for Love After Lockup. And I must say, hey Brenda B, I wasn't impressed with this episode. I tried to watch it the first time and damn it, I fell asleep. I'm not going to even hold y'all. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I fell asleep, okay? I don't know about y'all, but I was not impressed. I was bored. This was a filler episode in my opinion for sure. So if I had to rate this episode, it would be a D as in dog. Okay, a straight D. But you let me know what you would give this episode, what grade you would give this episode. Hey, Brenda, Southern Belle, Flower Child, hello, hello. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Everything was pretty much wait until the next episode. Notice this episode, you were supposed to get the person coming out of jail. You're supposed to see the baby mama. You're supposed to see the ex. All of these people that are talked about is kind of leading up to, oh, you think you're about to see them, but you have to wait until the next episode. So yeah, I wasn't impressed at all. Hey Joseph. Hey Miss T. Okay, so you said D minus, D as in dual, because I wasn't impressed. I had to watch it like again because I fell asleep. What's up, Shayla? Okay, so C minus, D, C minus. Okay, so you guys were underwhelmed on this one too. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. But of course, we're gonna make it entertaining over here. It's gonna be an A plus over here. So definitely, okay, D for Southern Belle also. So yeah, let's get into it. And let's start off with, oh my gosh, Bianca. Like, as if Bianca's boring, whining, complaining ass. Okay. First thing out the gate, her episode for this episode is, why did you convince Daniel not to marry me? Really? Really? I can't with her. I really can't. It's hard to watch her because she's so clueless, so young, and so dumb, and so full of yeah. So with that being said, okay, C minus, D minus. What's up, T? GSPC. Okay. So yes, and so this is her cousin. I mean, this is his cousin, Daniel's cousin, I think, and also guess he considers him like a BFF maybe, but the cousin is like, looking at her like, you dumbass, like, why wouldn't I tell him that? And she's like, you said you didn't want him to marry a girl that, he barely knows. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds very smart. That's what it sounds like. It sounds very smart. And so the cousin is like, well, yeah, like, of course, because he didn't know who you were. And it's kind of weird. Like, he doesn't know who you are. Hey, C Don, how are you? So yes, definitely heavy on the dumb part. And so interesting enough, though, I don't know how y'all felt about this, but his cousin says, well, Daniel was supposed to stay with him and he was supposed to take care of him and keep him on the straight and narrow. And I was like, you kind of sound like you a little jealous, sir. Like, what's going on here? Like, if anything, do you really want to be his babysitter? So I didn't know how I felt about that. I was like, you sound like you're upset that Daniel is now about to stay with her. If anything, she probably helping you out because he sounds like a hot ass mess. Hey, Pam, what's up? Hey, Ty. So yeah, so at that point, we find out, like, after the parents leave, and of course the mother wanted to stress again, are you about to have another drink tonight? And I'm like, oh, this is just, whew. She's in prison at this point. Bianca is in prison. She just might as well just understand that she is on probation, just like Daniel. But then she sits down with Daniel's cousin, and we find out Daniel relapsed in prison. Okay. He relapsed in prison. So, baby girl, it's not going up from here. It's not. Like, are you crazy? Like, it's not going up from here. And even his cousin said if he relapsed in prison, which is supposed to be a controlled environment, does that worry you? That in a environment where he is free, it's not going to get better. And of course, she's just like, I mean, no, like I really haven't thought about that. And I'm just like, cousin of Daniel's cousin. Yeah, she probably did you a favor. She did you a favor. Okay, for sure she did you a favor. Hey T Pretty. So yeah, so I was just like, okay, girl. So yeah, she's like, I haven't thought about that. And so at that point, the next time we see her, she's getting ready to go get him out of prison. And of course, she's complaining and whining because she said it was supposed to be her picking him up only. But now the family has to come too. And she's like really annoyed about that, like totally annoyed. And so at that point, they all go to the prison and they're waiting, like they're so excited. And then all of a sudden, the door opens up and then the episode goes off. Nothing to see here but a young girl who is clueless and complaining and is about to spend possibly all of her settlement money on a bum. Next. Yes, the cousin did dodge a bullet for sure. I'm like, you act like you mad that he didn't stay with you. You died. Look, keep him away from you at this point. Seriously, very immature. Very immature. She is truly clueless. The definition of clueless is Bianca. So let's move on. Julian and Christine, like I didn't even want to put up the pictures of them or whatever, but is she the fiance? You talking about Bianca? Yeah, I guess they're the make-believe fiance. I guess that's what it is. So Julian and Christine, okay. So Julian is in another interview with just his dress shirt and tie on, but the waist down he has on his panties and his socks, okay? So at that point, we see Christine preparing for her comedy show, and she calls herself Chris 50. Now, again, this episode was boring, but did she explain why she's calling herself Chris 50? Does anybody know? Because we clearly know based off of this picture right here, she's only allegedly, a big allegedly, only 38 years old. Now she looked like she is 50, but she claimed she's only 38. So somebody help me out with 50. Is it 50 banks? She claims she didn't rob 50 banks. So this is why I'm like, why is she calling herself Chris 50? Hey, help me understand. Exactly. I guess that's her stage name. Yeah, but I need to know what. Yeah, thank you, GSP. Because I was like, is it short for 5150? Because it definitely would match, honey. It would definitely match. I need to know where the 50 come from. You mean Julian and the Catfish? Exactly. 50 banks. 50 banks. Okay, I'm confused, Miss T. Help me out here. Maybe because you know what I'm saying, like I ain't had enough to eat today. But what you mean by 50 banks but not robbed? I'm confused. I'm confused. But anywho, but she calling herself Chris 50. So at that point, he's like, honey, I'm done with my interview. And she comes in there and she's talking about her comedy show. And of course, as soon as he gets off of the interview, he's like, yeah, interview went great. But yeah, how about you pick up some extra shifts at the job and not worry about this comedy show? And I'm like, sir, what's wrong with her having an extracurricular activity in comedy if that's something that she wants to do? And so at that point, she kind of got annoyed. She was like, well, I mean, it's just a comedy show. Like, one thing you're talking about picking up extra shifts. Now you don't want to, believe in what I want to do. And so he was like, well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, your sense of humor is different, and people may not get your sense of humor. He's trying to say that he doesn't want her to be let down and it takes her down like a dark path and have her relapse and stuff like that. And she's like, look, I was in jail with some of the meanest people out there. Like, I'll be okay. I can handle myself. I don't know what's up with Julian. Like, honestly, she ended up getting the job. She has a job. She wants to do this on the side. I don't see anything wrong with it. Am I missing something? Let her try it out. I'm sure she knows that I think one of the most difficult things to do is stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is no joke. I mean, especially when I don't think there's any true comedian out there that hasn't been booed or just had an actual room that was completely silent because they didn't think it was funny at all. So, but I don't understand the problem. He's claimed he's just trying to protect her, but I think that he is so right now intense with the bills and not having a job. He just wants her to be a workhorse. And that's it. And that's all. But y'all let me know if y'all see the same thing. Because I definitely was just like, sir, I don't see what's wrong with that. It's not like she's doing that and not trying to get a job. So, well, what's the issue? Okay, so she didn't say why. Hold up. He had on panties and socks. She looks like she graduated in the 80s. I mean, look, we got some women who graduated in the 80s that don't look as old as her. I'm just keeping it real. But apparently she's 38. You know how I am, Ty. I just say panties because I was just like, look, but I think he had on boxers. But the way he acts, you would think it was panties. That's all I'm saying. 50 coins, the amount she got from the bank. Good with Miss T. How he signed her up for Uber Eats for her downtime. I'm telling you, he wanted to be a workhorse. A straight up workhorse. He needs her to make more money since he exactly. No, I think it was only like 5 or 6. So I don't know where that 50 come from. She should practice her routine on him. He could at least see, at least she see her. Okay, you trying to say see her routine? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Besides the fact that he's so stressed with the finances, he doesn't want her to have any extracurricular activities, and he's trying to use the excuse of, I don't want her to be disappointed. I don't know. And if you ask me, before she got out of prison, I think he low-key knew he was about to lose his job if he had already not lost his job before she got out of prison. If I was Christine taking care of all the bills by being the only one having a job, I'm coming downstairs whether you like it or not. Exactly. But I doubt with her money she could take care of all the bills, which is why she needs to explore SSI and work. That's a hard 38, ain't it though? I will say she got a job fast. Good for her. She'll dump him. Yeah, because she did get a job fast. And hopefully they tip her well. Why the need for flyers? I don't know. But exactly, you did graduate in the 80s and you look younger than Christine, and she's 38. But black don't crack. That's all I gotta say. Black don't crack. Yes, see, okay. She can be the new Lisa. You know what? I cannot. She could do a practice show upstairs in the attic for the stuffed animals. I am telling you, how much does she really make at that hole in the wall? Who knows? And in this day and age, at this point, shoot, it may be helpful because she definitely probably gets tips. But so with that being said, she ends up like going on her way to her comedy show, and she kind of gives him a reminder, writes it in lipstick. But that was such a production scene about him coming to the comedy show. And she's just like, she wants his support, and she would be disappointed if he doesn't support. And of course she goes, and her friends from the job are there. They're there to support her or whatever. And literally she goes up to the stage. They call her up to the stage. And then of course their scene or their actual segment goes off. I have a feeling though that he's going to be there. What the hell else does he have to do? He don't work. Seriously, you can go support her. So if he doesn't show up, this is going to definitely be the end. But I have a feeling he's going to show up. What up, Niecy G? Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I graduated in 86. She was in the class in 67. Hey, that's what I'm saying. 38 where? I'm confused. The confusion is here. Do you hear me? Because I was like, oh no, honey, absolutely not. He's too worried about keeping the lights on and food. Right. Right. Exactly. I want to see the routine. She may be funny. She may be. She may be funny. So, but we have to wait. You see, this was the filler episode. Everything has to wait until the next episode. That's why I gave it a D. We didn't get to see anything we really wanted to see. Not dog years. Not dog years, Ty. I can't with you. He said his dog years. They're 30. I can't. Ooh. And then, of course, you know, she was on substances. So that I can't with Ty. Well, first of all, we already feel she a catfish because that does not look like the same damn woman, okay? It does not look like the same woman on this picture versus her that we actually see in the freaking show. It doesn't look like the same woman. She needs to be on catfish. We need confirmation that's the same woman. Hey, Auntie Kim, I doubt she'll be funny. Funny looking, but funny not. What's up, Elizabeth? Julian looked like the type to hate on his prison girlfriend on the grind while he's scratching and surviving. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely seems like the type saying, but I don't want you to be disappointed. No, you want her to be a workhorse. That's what you want her to do. It's like, I've been taking care of you all this time. Now you take care of me. What up? What up? Yeah, that was a good one, Ty. Dog years for real. Well, they laugh with her or at her. Exactly. Exactly. So, with that being said, that was the end of their damn shit. But so let's move on. Yes, we need fingerprints, DNA. We need a swab. We need all of that. We need dental records, all of that. Because I'm just not believing that's her in that picture. It's just, I can't. That looked like a picture when she was maybe 19 or something. I'm confused. I'm really confused. Julian looks like Count Dracula. You know what? Y'all on one tonight. Move them in, isolate them, work them. Hey, GSP, you may be on to something. You may be on to something. So let's go to Kim and Joey. See, this is Kim's karma. This is definitely her karma. So Kim is looking like a scorned, broke ass woman, okay? Looking like a scorned, broke ass woman. But she also still wants that engagement party. And she said that engagement party cost her $2,000, which is pretty much the same amount as them damn rims and tires. But we all know she's in it for the look of it because she wants to be able to say that she's engaged, even though she's still married. But she's like, I'm not that happy. I have my dress. I'm not that happy, but I don't want to argue with him or whatever the case may be. You know, I don't want to argue with him during our engagement party because the engagement party is actually that day. He comes into the freaking house and she's like, guess who I got a friend request from? And he's like, who? And then it's the ex-girlfriend. The same ex-girlfriend he was talking about the last episode. Interesting. So at that point, she's like, yeah, I got it from your ex. And she's like, how did she even know how to contact me? What's going on with this? And she's like, what are you doing? What do you got to say about this? And he's like, the bitch keeps calling me. And I'm like, oh, funny, she's a bitch now. Now you want to call her a bitch. Every damn word that came out of his mouth this episode was bitch this, bitch that. Oh, she a bitch now. She wasn't a bitch. She wasn't a bitch when you was dealing with her or when you still texting her. Interesting. So at that point, she was like, oh, well, did you get a friend request from her? Yeah. Oh, and how does she have your number? Does she have your number? I gave her my number. It's not a big effing deal. You know what? Joey, cocky, ignorant, what the hell you gonna do about it? And you still gonna take care of me? Yeah, he will be out my damn house. And so she's like, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. And I'm like, Kim, what happened to your stalker ways? Like, I'm shocked you don't have a clone phone so you can see everything on his phone. Like, you should know what he doing at all time. You already got a tracker on him. Clone the damn phone. But he gives her the phone and she sees everything on there. And she even sees messages between him and the ex. And one of the messages says, "Why did you text me while Kim is with me?" Not "why did you text me, period, I don't want anything to do with you," but "why did you text me while Kim is with me?" My thing is, did he tell this girl beforehand he was going to be with Kim and to not text, which is why he said that comment? Because I'm like, how would she know that you were with Kim unless you told her in advance? So then at that point, of course, she's fussing and cussing about the situation. This fool snatches up the damn phone and says, "Give me my effing phone." And she was like, "The phone that I bought you, man." And he started cussing and fussing. I don't know what he said because they kept bleeping it out. I wouldn't put it past him, though, that he called her a bitch. Then he hops in the damn car that she paid for and literally cusses at her ass. I think he called her an asshole or a stupid ass. And I said, well, damn, let me get this straight. You get out of jail with nothing. The hips do lie in this situation. They talk about the hips don't lie. The hips do lie in this situation. You get out of jail with nothing. You are a former addict. She gets you a car. She gets you a phone. She lets you use her debit card to buy her kids toys. She does all of this stuff for you, and you take advantage by getting rims, getting tires, and then literally gonna get an attitude because she want to check your phone because you already a cheating ass, trifling ass dude. And then you want to sit up there saying, "Give me my effing phone," getting in the car, calling her a dumbass. Mind you, you don't have a freaking piss toilet. You ain't got shit. Like, your piss is pretty much owned by Kim at this point. You have nothing. You are not in control of anything. You don't have the nerve to get an attitude with her and pretty much call her a freaking asshole. Then you call her a dumbass, stupid ass, something like that, and drive off. You sure can't buy a man, Auntie Kim. You really can't. You cannot buy a man. And she thinks she can buy a man, but this is her karma. This is what I'm saying. If she was really about her business, she would have had everything when it came to that freaking thing. She would have sat up there because the rental car places, they have a device where if you don't bring the car back, they can shut the car. They can shut the car down. She need to have some shit like that. She should have cloned that phone, but better off. This is your karma, boo, because you sat up there and did everything you could to get this man, including effing around with this man when he was dealing with your cousin. You're still married. Baby, this is what you deserve. Sorry. I don't feel bad for you. I bet Kim bought them clothes he wearing too. Bought the drawers, all of that. She needs to cut her losses and tell him to leave and return the car and rims. Exactly. And there are 2 little boys. Exactly. But the thing is, what caught me off guard is that she said she spent $2,000 on her engagement party. That seems to be a lot for me, for you to spend on an engagement party also when you have 2 kids involved. A car to not go to work. Exactly. He ain't got, but his attitude and his cockiness, like, how dare you? Like, he's very entitled, extremely entitled. I smell the oop. It is. Yep. He called her a stupid ass. Mind you, he would have nothing. That's why I say at this point, Kim owns his piss. Because what they say, you don't have a pot to piss in and a window throw it out of. He ain't got nothing. Kim makes absolutely no sense planning engagement parties and wedding, buying cars, tires, and rims. Meanwhile, she's still married, all for joy. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. You are understanding, Lisa. And hey, Lisa girl, you are understanding that she is a fool. She is buying peen. Because she ain't even buying a man. He ain't no man. He is a boy. She is buying peen and taking care of a 3rd child. Everyone hit the like button. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button on the way in. Yes, very. She looks like Frankenberry. When I tell you, I was he is. He is so disrespectful, like for real. He was definitely feeling himself a little too much. Why you gotta meet at a park to say exactly, exactly? They're both exactly. They deserve each other. They deserve each other. Niecy, that's a pretty picture of you. You changed your picture up. You look so pretty in that picture. So yeah. So then at that point, hey, uplifted now. At that point, he gets in his car and he says he's going to meet up with his ex to tell her he wants nothing to do with her. Interesting. See, Joey is the type where he literally could be still dealing with this woman, screwing this woman, and he's just doing this particular part for the TV show. And once the show is over, or once the scene is over, he'll call that woman right back. I wouldn't be shocked if we're going to see in this season that man has a second phone. You know that's the infamous second phone when it comes to love after lockups. I would not be shocked if this man has a second phone or he's going to get a second phone. Hi, Nia Joy. I just literally am like, yes, I just couldn't believe he snatched that phone she pays for out of her hand and then drives. Exactly. Exactly. That meeting was probably exactly. She has to be getting money from her father because she can't be doing all of that $50 an hour. Either her father or the husband is paying child support for the kids. Something. And that house could be paid for. Something tells me it's not that expensive to live and eat in North Carolina. Taking off to see another woman in the car she bought. Child, I just cannot exactly. Yeah, he gonna have another phone if he already don't have one. Especially after this scene, he's probably gonna get another phone. And what's the crazy part about it is she gonna pay for that too. Yeah. She's gonna pay for that too. So it's just like it is what it is. Soon as them cameras go down, Joey's gonna pound town. Ooh. Not the DV Pound Town people, okay? It's not that Pound Town, okay? It's the other Pound Town. It's the Freaky Tales he's talking about. She says she got a large sum of money. I think she cashed out her 401k. I'll be damn. Oh no. Uh-oh, we got someone new here. Jasmine, are you new? Hi, Jasmine. Hello. I'd be going to jail messing with hips for real. Yeah. And maybe that's where that anger is coming from. Nope, it's not expensive to live and eat. And exactly. In an interview, she said she sold a house and got money. Okay, well then maybe that's it. That may be it. His girlfriend probably got him another phone. Right. Exactly. Jason, who you saying? Hey, Jason. Ty, what are you talking about? I don't see a Jason in here. Or you mean Jasmine? Yes, I'm new. This show is crazy. Well, welcome, you guys. Welcome, Jasmine, to the chat. And for those who were new, say hello. We don't bite over here, but welcome, Jasmine. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. He has to do this tap to pay for that new 1K. So literally, he was so disrespectful, but he's waiting at the park, claiming he's waiting on her. But you know what's interesting, you guys, though? This is the interesting part. Did you notice that he made an attempt to make sure that he said he doesn't know what kind of car she's driving in? Y'all didn't feel like that was kind of off? He made sure to say, I don't know what car she driving in. I don't know. Something tells me he said that to make it seem like he really don't know what's going on, but he really does. Because that was to me just, I don't know what kind of car she in. Yeah, the shit. You just saw her. You probably just saw her ass at the Motel 6. Stop playing. Has he showed yet? Showed what? His hips? Oh, are you talking about showed if he's possibly on substances? I don't. That's what you're talking about, GSP. I peeped that. Yeah. He made sure that he said he didn't know what kind of car she in. I felt like that was a moment of trying to gaslight. He's gaslighting her left and right. Exactly. Exactly. Has he showered? We definitely haven't seen him in no shower for sure. He was probably just in the car. Exactly. 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 So that was the end of their scene. Yeah, the hips do lie in this situation. Shakira said the hips don't lie. His hips do lie. Now let's get to this heifer. LaTisha and Keith. I mean, Joey do look like his balls stink. Let's just keep it real. He looked like his balls stink. Sorry. They just do. Anywho, so LaTisha and Keith, y'all. So you already know how I feel about this situation. In my opinion, that she knew damn well that man wasn't getting out. She knew. She knew. That is my opinion though. Um, for her to be an alleged scammer, the way that the news has been popping up left and right about her, scammers, even though they may eventually get caught, they are very cunning, smart, calculated, and they have to think at least at least 10 steps ahead to make sure, what if this doesn't happen, what if that doesn't happen, and what's their next step to be able to continue to scam, because allegedly she scams, allegedly. So you're not going to be able to convince me that you didn't know anything about him not getting out. Sorry. It is what it is. That's my opinion. So, in my opinion, also, this scene was so unnecessary. And I think it was just unnecessary for all the reasons of that little girl. And I had to see genuine tears coming out of her eyes because she was just so disappointed to hear that Keith wasn't coming home, because her biological father is not around. All right. Now, biological father's not around for the youngest, but the oldest child, the one who never smiles, that we are all concerned about, her daddy is around. And she also says not only is her daddy around, but they're really close. Keep that in mind. So she tells them, of course, that Keith is not coming home. The oldest one clearly does not give a shit. She barely blinks. She don't give no emotions on her face. She don't smile. She don't frown. She don't do nothing. All right. And so at that point, though, the little girl, though, starts to cry. And I don't like to see kids cry, especially when it comes to grown-up situations like this that is out of her control. But she starts to cry. And then at that point, LaTisha's like, you know what? Hey, let's move. Let's move to warmer weather so we can garden all the time and go to the beach. And the oldest baby is like, we're moving. We're going to move. And so LaTisha's like, yeah, the people here, they're not really doing, the ones who own the home, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And, I just feel like at this point, it's time for us to just move on. And I'm just going to do better with doing my research before I move in someplace. And, I just, we can get warmer weather. We can start new. And, I know, your father's here, you're close to your father, but we'll talk to him. You think it's a wise idea to just move her from her father? You said they were close. So what are you talking about, ma'am? Like, no. She needs to be by her father. And so at that point, she's like, I think it's just all these signs from God that we need to move. This is, where Keith got in trouble, and, where everything that's going on. I've always wanted to move to Charlotte. I think this is the time to move to Charlotte. Baby, let me ask y'all something. Is LaTisha possibly on the run? Do she feel the heat coming soon and that's why she want to move? Now, for those who actually maybe follow her on IG or something like that, I don't know if she actually did move or she's still in freaking Iowa or Idaho, whatever the hell her ass is in. But to me, if she's truly thinking about upping and moving like that to another state, sounds like she running. Sound like she running, especially with all of the legal things going on in her world. Sounds like she's running. So if she does end up in Charlotte, Charlotte, just know right now, if just a random tax preparer service or anything like that just randomly pop up in Charlotte, don't do it. Don't do it. You've been warned. Just don't do it. And so my issue though was this girl right here. Her oldest child. If this ain't a look that she tired of her mama bullshit, I don't know what is. Like literally. Like this, like look at this picture. She just is so disconnected. She has no life in her eyes. Something is wrong with this baby. Something is wrong with her. And it's not that she's just reserved or shy. Something is wrong and she doesn't feel like she can talk to her mama about this or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Like she was better off maybe not putting this child on TV because I'm concerned. I don't know about y'all, but I'm concerned for her because her facial expressions, even though she got up and LaTisha said, love you. And she's like, love you. She just seems out of it. She seems out of it. And if she really is trying to move her, you know the importance of having a father. That's why you're so busy trying to have Keith, who's in jail, be your youngest father. So why would you think it would be okay for you to just up and leave? At least let her wait until she's 18 and she's graduated from high school. Like, come on. Come on. I don't like that. Yeah, she does look over it. She's better off with her dad. She may move in with her dad. If LaTisha allows it, she looks depressed. I know that. Look, I'm telling you, it doesn't feel good with my spirit. That's why I can't watch her kids. So exactly. Oh, she's gonna get her butt handed to her in the QC. Please don't come to North Carolina. They got the Popo in Mecklenburg County. LaTisha, you going to jail. I'm telling you, baby. I just don't get it. Older daughter is praying for her 18th birthday. It seemed like it, and she's moving a team from her friend. Right. Right. You already making this adjustment with this man that she clearly don't care for. Then you talking about, oh, we not moving to another part of town or another part of the neighborhood. No, we gonna move out of state, period. So who is this move really about? Is it about you, LaTisha, or your kids? Like, let's keep it real here. LaTisha is delusional and irrational. I feel for the children. Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Like that face is so sad. It is so sad. She's getting teased at school about her mama. You think so? It could be, but she seems so over. She's tired of her mama. Why did she come on TV when she has so much mess of her own? Make that. You know what's so crazy? I feel like people become really delusional when it comes to being on TV. And I think they really forget that they have a lot of skeletons in their closet. I think they do. Either they forget or they just don't care and they feel like the benefits of being on TV and the fame of it all will outweigh the drama that comes with it. But when you are allegedly a scammer, and you have evictions allegedly and all of this other stuff, I would say being on TV will make them be able to get to you faster than the norm. But I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't know why she would sit up there and come on TV with all of that. It's almost like they act like they actually forgot that they have all of this. Tisha forgot about her horrible wig too, child. And I don't even think that's a wig. I think that's a weave that she needs to make fuller. Like she needed more freaking tracks in her head. But hey, but at the end of the day, with that, that was the end of their segment. I'm feeling for this baby. I really am. I'm so feeling for her because she is just, something's not right here. Something's not right here. It just does not feel good at all whatsoever. So I'm praying for her. And it makes me wonder how she interacts with her father. Now, if you see her with her father and her whole demeanor and her whole mood and face lights up, then yeah, there's a serious problem there. And she needs to move in with her father. Period. Like seriously, scammers get caught up and forget about their shenanigans. I've actually heard that that's the case. Scammers sometimes get to the point where they really feel like they're legit. I've heard that before. Like, especially when you see those like shows when people get caught, they end up getting caught because it's almost like they feel like what they're doing is legitimate and legal. So you have a point there, Auntie Kim. She better not come to Winston either. It's not the Trey for nothing. I hope they don't bring LaTisha back. I think she's coming back for Life After Lockup, isn't she? I feel like I saw her on Life After Lockup. They actually do have a small segment of the next Life After Lockup. I didn't watch it because I feel like they purposely give us a small little snippet of the best part of the season, and then you get hype, and then when you see the season, it's boring as hell. So I just rather wait until the season starts. But I feel like I saw their faces on there. Or maybe I'm tripping. Hi, Hattori. Hi. Maybe I'm tripping. I do know a lot of couples are coming back. Of course, we have the Brady bunch in Las Vegas. We have what's the name? Brittany, was it Brittany and Key Rock? We have a couple of same people coming back, but I felt like I saw their faces, but I don't quote me on that though. Um she shouldn't her man ain't coming home maybe next year. Exactly. She should just stay put where she has family and friends before she think about moving, or like I said, stay put until that child turns 18 years old. So moving on, moving on, moving on. Author, you wanted this. You wanted it. And you got it. But damn sure you got it. LaTisha shouldn't be on without Keith. Have we actually ever met? No. Which is why, in my opinion, I think she knew he wasn't getting out, but she wanted to tell production he was getting out so she can get back on the show and make a coin. But that's my opinion on the situation. I think she always knew he wasn't getting out because literally, when you're talking about love after lockup, we're supposed to see them release. Okay. We're supposed to see them release. Okay. Yeah, this Life After Lockup is going to be quite interesting. I'm hoping it's going to be decent, but I guess it's coming on right after this season is over with. But hope and author. All right. So Keith's really AI. Whew, okay. So look, Hope ends up meeting up with her sister. She has two sisters, okay? And at the end of the day, honestly, I can see why Hope did not want to say anything about Arthur at this point. But honestly, I was feeling the sisters. That's what your sisters are supposed to do. Your family is supposed to keep it real with your ass. That's just what it is. And so Hope is actually from Dallas. Her family is from Dallas, but I guess some of them, like her sisters, relocated elsewhere. And so at that point, when they sit down and talk, Hope decides to tell them she has a man. And so they like, a man? What you mean you got a man? Because it's very clear that Hope has a history of having horrible relationships. So she tells them, her man has been long distance. And once there's like long distance, is this a redo? Who is this that you talking about? And so at that point, she says, well, his name is Arthur. And one of the sisters like, oh, hell. Oh, that name sound familiar. And she was like, he was in prison. And she's like, oh yeah, I remember this fool. I remember this ninja. Yeah, I remember. And she was like, well, he was in jail and then he went back to jail. And they was like, went back to jail, was in jail. Oh, hell no. Nah. And they was like, he was in prison. Does he have a job? And then she's like, no. And she was like, wait a minute. You take care of him? What the F? Like, you take care of him? Oh, so that's why we couldn't stay with you, bitch? That's why we couldn't stay with you, because he over there staying with you? Baby, Hope looked like she was about to cry. Hope looked like she was about to cry. Do you hear me? Meanwhile, Arthur looks like he's about to piss himself, even just getting out of bed because he's nervous about meeting the family. And I'm like, well, sir, that's what you wanted. That's exactly what you wanted. So we end up meeting her grandparents as well. And don't act like you don't see it. Y'all know how I am with my pictures. Don't act like you don't see it. You can't tell me that grandpa don't look like an old Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. The old man character he played too. If that ain't, y'all don't see it. You see it. You see it. So ends up being, I ain't petty. It's the facts. It's the facts, Ty. So the grandfather and the grandmother come in, all right? And so at that point, they sit down. It seems like it's the same damn restaurant. Y'all notice that? Just a different location, but it seemed like it was the same damn restaurant. And so the grandparents come. Y'all know, y'all laughing because y'all see it. You see it. Y'all know I'm good with the comparison pictures. Y'all know I'm the queen of this when it comes to comparison. You see it. You know you see it. So the grandfather comes in. And she's like, I think they call him Pop or whatever. And Pop, she's like, well, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, you do. He was like, you got a boyfriend. And so at that point, Arthur walks in. Okay. Teeth, if you were saved, baby. Talking about I'm not messing with you. Save, okay. Well, you know what? If you save, hallelujah. If that's the case, if you save, why did you come into this ratchet review? You know dang on well it's about to get ratchet up in here. So Arthur comes in, right? And I guess because of my instincts of respecting my elders, although some elders don't deserve respect in my opinion, but at the same time, that's the way I was taught, respect your elders. But did y'all notice when Arthur walked in, he introduces himself. The grandfather stands up and Arthur says, "What up, brother?" Did you notice the grandfather had to give a second glance when he said, "What up, brother?" Excuse me, Arthur. I don't know how you was raised, baby, but ain't no brother involved when you got an elder in front of you. Now, he catched on after that to say, yes, sir. But he ain't your brother. When you see an elder in front of you, you say, how you doing, sir? Hello, sir. Mm-mm. Not allowed. And I understand he gave the fist bump. That's fine. But at the same time, you also, to show respect, you shake that man's hand. That grandfather had to do a second glance like, did he just call me brother? I said, oh, hell no, Arthur. So he sits down and they start drilling his ass like they should. They really should. Like, and you know what's so crazy? Arthur, I don't know if he's ever experienced this, but this is the norm when it comes to a woman introducing a man in her life and introducing a man to her family. It's the norm. And he wanted to make it seem like he was victim in a situation and Hope wasn't defending him. Sir, it is the norm. Even when I was in high school, I remember one of my boyfriends in high school. Oh my gosh, he felt so uncomfortable from my daddy to my uncles. They was like, who the hell are you? Like, this is what they do. And literally they were still being nice to him, but at the same time they was just pretty much telling him what he needed to hear. So they were asking him questions and was like, well, what are you doing? And like, what's going on? But what's so crazy is the sisters was like, yeah, pop, you gonna find out, where he from, what he do, how they met. And literally the grandfather, when he found out and Hope said that he was in prison, the grandfather almost choked on his food. Did you notice he was chewing in mid-sentence when he heard prison? He stopped. He was like, what the hell? Mind you, the grandfather is a former CO. And so the sisters are asking him questions like, look, okay, I'm glad you out and everything, but you ain't working. What the he really did. He really did. I was like, is the teeth gonna pop out? Is the food gonna pop out? What is going on here? And so they was like, look, I understand that, but let's be clear. You ain't supporting my sister financially. You ain't working. And he tells them he's not working and he's just there to talk to her. He pretty much says, that's it. I talked to her, but yeah, she's supporting me. And they like, hell no, that's not the way we was raised. It don't work like that. And one of them was like, well, I have my degree, or I study criminal justice, and you need to do what's best for you, sir. You need to focus on you. You need to get yourself together. And they said, look, I'm rooting for Hope. I'm rooting for Arthur. Now, Hope and Arthur together, yeah, hell no. And even the pop, whatever they called him, was like, look, so you just got out of jail. He was like, I was a CO, and let me explain something to you, sir. Let me explain something to you, sir. Texas is a state that don't have pity. And I said, you damn right. That's been a reason why a lot of people be hesitant, especially from California. I know a lot of people from California moving to Texas, but at the same time, you better have a different mindset going to Texas, because Texas rules and California rules is two totally different things, especially when it comes to minorities. So he said, yeah, Texas don't have pity. Don't have pity at all. So he was like, but at the same time, let the past be the past and make sure you don't go back and work on yourself. So while they were grilling him like they should, because of course he's dealing with a family member, a woman, you know what I'm saying, who needs protection and a provider, and he's not really providing any of that, they gave him some sound advice. They didn't completely shit on him, and I don't even really think they shitted on him. They just gave him the real. But then he wants to get into this whole mode of, well, you know what I'm saying, I feel like Hope needs to defend me just like I defend her when it comes to my family. Sir, you just got out of jail and you have nothing. I feel for you and your emotional support that you need, and you definitely are going through PTSD and some other things that you got going on. But the way that she's defending you right now is taking care of your ass. This point, you got to show and prove. But why should she sit up there and interfere in them asking you questions? You a man. You a man. These are valid questions that they should be able to ask you. No, the demon triangle. First of all, I'm shocked the grandfather didn't say, why the hell you got that on your damn head? Because the older people are, the more they be like, I ain't got time to be sugarcoating shit. But it seemed like the grandfather was really trying to be nice. But let me tell you something. Let it been my grandfather. Let it been my pawpaw, my pop. He would have saw Arthur and got up and said, hell no, and left. And he wouldn't have gave a damn how Arthur felt about it. He would have sat up there and said, oh, hell no. Let me pack up my food and I'm out. Or better yet, let me take my food to the bar. Y'all talk to this ninja, because I ain't about to talk to this ninja. And would have left. They were very respectful for what they were seeing and what they were dealing with. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think we all feel for him as far as his emotions and, the fact that he's going through a mental breakdown and he needs to work on his mental stability. But at a certain point, that can't be an excuse anymore. It just can't. Exactly. Miss T, he sure does. Pop's been in the streets for real. My papa would have said, young man, why do you I just said that. I didn't even see your comment, Auntie Kim. Exactly. Straight up, they will ask questions like that. Why do you have that on your head? Like, do you think you about to get a job, sir, with that triangle on your head? What the hell is that supposed to mean or represent? Arthur isn't ready to meet anyone. Exactly. Arthur ain't ready to be with anyone. She said, she set him up kind of. She brought him in. They were in shock. I don't see, no, I'm gonna have to disagree with that, GSP, because he was annoyed. He was annoyed that when she was talking to the sister in the fabric shop, that the sister didn't know about him. Because he was like, who you talking to or whatever? Why they don't know about me? So now they know about you. And you want to meet them, here you go. So you're no longer in hiding. So he should have been prepared for that, in my opinion. Hi, Block Boy C. I don't know why sisters or even Hope would just expect Arthur to have a job 3 days out. Well, I mean, here's the thing. The problem is the sisters weren't preparing for him at all. They're caught off guard with him. Now, it hasn't been 3 days, right? Hasn't it been a couple of months since he's been out? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's been a couple of months. But here's the thing. It's gonna be hard for a felon who looks like Arthur with all of them tattoos on him. It's gonna be hard for him to probably get a job. That's what Hope signed up for. But at the same time, I don't see anything wrong with the family pretty much saying, look, you need to step it up, because you're the man, you're supposed to be providing for her, period. Especially after they done heard that she been providing for him. So, I didn't see anything wrong with what they did though, but I think they just know it's not gonna work out. That's what I think they definitely know. We got 69 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. He almost, exactly. I think I saw that earlier. Pop said, exactly, just kicking it. Exactly. Arthur don't need this. Just leave and go to your mother's. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I feel like life in general, what they told him is things that he needs to hear. Like, life is hard. Who said life was easy? It's hard. Which is why you got a lot of people who constantly keep going to jail, because life is much easier for them in jail, because everything is set up for them. When to wake up, when to eat, when to work out. Some of them actually feel like that routine works better for them. But the free world is hard. And you got to understand that there are no handouts in this world. That's just the way it is, But I mean, I understand, because we saw what he went through, we're like, go easy on him, but life is not easy. That's just the reality. No lie, I would have looked at Arthur crazy too if I saw him coming with, exactly. My dang on grandfather would have been like, I'm out. I want to push the triangle. I feel like some secret door will open for me. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, why are they still on the show? My daddy would have roast. That's what I'm saying. And that comes with the territory. That's what the men do. And that's even what a lot of times what the women do. We're going to have to play. We're going to have to be tough on you, because not only are you dealing with a family member, but you a man. So look, what's up here? What are you doing right now? Arthur is overly sensitive right now because of his mental health issues. I think he's always been overly sensitive. I think he has. But at this point, if that's the case, then yes, this is not for you. You don't need to be in this relationship, and maybe you need to go home to your mom. But I don't even think that's a good situation for him either. I think Arthur really needs a lot of counseling. He needs to be maybe in, like a mental institution, maybe for a couple of months or something. He needs to stay away from it all, because I don't even think being with his mother is necessarily the best of the best, because even when he was talking to his mom and he felt like his mother let him down, he feels like everyone has let him down, but Arthur, you let yourself down too. So this is what I'm saying, that he needs to focus on him and get himself together, learn how to forgive, learn how to grow within himself, and then try to heal his relationship with his mom and go down the line. But he definitely needs to work on himself. He should have worn a hat. That hat can't cover that triangle, child. Hope could have saved the mental health part. She did kind of put that information out there, and that just tells you she don't really know what the hell is going on. Those are things that you really shouldn't share, even though he's on national TV. But at the same time, that the fact that she said all of that in one sitting, I can understand why the family did what they did, especially the sisters. You tell them, one, I have a boyfriend. They didn't know. Two, they had already heard about this boyfriend from the past, that he was no good. 3, he had been to jail and then ended up going back to jail again. 4, he got mental health issues. You hitting them all with that, anybody gonna be like, oh, hell no, I gotta meet this fool and I really need to see what the hell is going on here. She hit him with everything all at once. Arthur has been out at least 3 weeks. Okay, well, yeah, 3 weeks is definitely not a long time at all. My grandma would have gotten active with Triangle first, then Hope. She would have told her that she was being used as a pocket. Hey, don't do the whole word, but yes, I feel what you're saying. He is fragile. With how long Arthur was in jail, he needs help getting back in the community. I work in this area and with people like him. Yeah. So then if that's the case, he doesn't need to live with Hope. He doesn't need to live with Hope. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, while I understand he's fragile and he needs to get accustomed back to the world, he is using someone right now to do that. But again, she is allowing him to use her, but that's what it is. And he can't even really provide anything to her right now. He can't even provide emotional support. Halfway house with court order therapy. That seems realistic. It really does. It really does. Hey, everyone talks about how he should have went with his mom, but he said out of his own mouth, she told his uncle not to build. Hey, that's what I'm saying. He got issues with his mama too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, creativity. He has issues with his mama too. While at the end of the day, calling his mom is typically like, especially when he was having that breakdown, he needed to call his mom at that time. I think Arthur has a lot to work on in himself. He gotta fight those demons. And then once he can go deal with that, he can deal with his mom and everyone else. He was even breaking down with his mom and he felt like his mom gave up on him. But I'm like, dude, you have been in jail multiple times and your mother has other kids to take care of. Like, so yeah. So I mean, Arthur, right? He needs to take care of himself. He needs to take care of himself. Yeah, and probably do more than that. And I don't know if there's enough programs out there for people that need it. I mean, with so many people incarcerated, do we have enough programs out there to really help people like Arthur? I don't know. I just saw he had the charges dropped from the altercation with Hope. He's still being charged for having it, though. We'll see, child. That man got a record, child. Because he looked like he's short. That the record he got is probably longer than him. Yeah. So facts, Lisa, he needs to be in a halfway house in therapy. You're right. But Uplifted Now say even more than that. They need more programs. They really need more programs for people who get out of prison. But at the end of the day, Arthur felt like he was attacked, honey. He felt like Hope wasn't defending him. And I'm like, Hope is doing a lot for you, believe it or not. Even though at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, Hope, a lot of people may feel Hope should be doing this for him. This is what she signed up for. Some people gonna say Hope shouldn't be doing this. She's a woman. Look, we don't have the programs. Okay. He needs residential treatment, which is more than a halfway house. I do this type of work. Okay. But again, what I'm asking Uplifted Now is how many programs are there out there? Like, where are you located and how many programs are really out there for people? Like, is it enough programs out there for people who get out of prison that can help like an author? Hope, and she did. And some people feel like this is what she signed up for. Other people like, girl, get out. You know, it's up to y'all and what y'all think about that cute guy, but trying. He's not ugly at all. He's not ugly at all. He's a handsome guy. But yeah, that triangle, baby, like I said, that demon triangle, it don't work. Bruh looks crazy and is in need for help. Not trying to be funny. Yeah. I mean, we definitely agree with that with what happened 2 episodes ago. So yeah, so at the end of the day, like I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, what they told him is not out of the norm. You're a man, you're a provider, you're a protector. You're gonna have to step it up. And if you can't step it up, you ain't gonna be able to use Hope for too much longer. That's pretty much how they kind of put it out there. And that's just what it is. And I don't blame them for saying that to him. You know, I really don't. Why didn't any of her family ask about the triangle? Maybe they did and they edited it out, but I know that would have been the first damn thing. The first damn thing my family would have asked. Very broken. You were saying I don't uplift it now. You okay? Maybe you're trying to say I don't, but yeah. So we definitely need more programs out there. Hey, got to be Pink Boutique. So moving on, I'm gonna start calling her Salty Shante. Because every time you see her, she got this salty look on her face. Especially now since we got a pepper involved. Okay, he got the salt and the pepper. Do you hear me? So, Salty Shante. Salty Shante is in her one piece that she has on with a pink bonnet on her head. She's at the motel by herself, and literally she's getting ready because True Lies False is about to pick her up so they can go to the probation office. And Shante says she's instantly annoyed because of the bad vibes in the town and how they broke up in that town. And I'm like, Shante, your whole aura and demeanor is always annoyed and salty. So it's like at the end of the day, you always look annoyed, paranoid, unhappy. So Lies ends up going into the probation office. He gets out, he's happy, he's free, he's not in prison. And so at that point, literally the whole time now, clearly based on what we saw, Shante didn't go in. He's giving, you know what I'm saying, like the information afterwards. And he's like, yeah, I got out. He said, I'm gonna have to be on house arrest or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna be on house arrest, but my new address, I'm gonna stay with a friend. Her name is Pepper. And this was Shantae's face. Always looking confused, always looking mad. I'm like, and always looking shocked, like she don't realize that she's constantly getting played. And so she looks up and she's looking at him like, what did you just say? And so he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? So she's like, she came here with me, and like I'm now here and I'm out here with Shante. And she was like, you ain't with me. And then she tells production that if he was really serious, he could have used her address and stayed with her. Ma'am, make up your mind, because let you tell it, he needed to earn his way back in, and he couldn't even come to your house, let alone stay with you. And don't you have your kids living there? Wouldn't they be the first priority before you decide to sit up there and let this man stay in your freaking house? Shante, you're not making sense. You're not making sense. 1 minute you're saying that he needs to earn his keep, but then you mad because he pretty much gonna stay with another woman 5 hours away from you, and now you saying he could have stayed with you. No. No. So at that point, they end up getting in the car and they meet True's brother's wife. Keels is her name. Okay. And Shante looks uncomfortable because it looks like she didn't even know they was about to go get something to eat with this girl. And they end up getting there and she's completely uncomfortable. It looks like True and Keels is having a whole conversation and Shante is just looking at him. And she says, you are the company you keep. And she feels that Keels influences True because they go to the casino together a lot. And I'm like, maybe True influences Keels. How about that? Maybe he's the bad influence. Okay. And so at that point, Keels is like, well, are y'all gonna work things out or what's going on? And True was like, yeah, I mean, as long as she, and she's like, as long as I would. And he was like, as long as you come out here and see me. Mind you, they're 5 hours away from each other, and she's pregnant allegedly with twins. So she ends up going to the bathroom, and Keels is like, so how is this gonna work out? And he was like, yeah, well, she pregnant. I can't believe I'm about to have twins, but she pregnant. And but because of my son, I'm gonna be there for her from the beginning. And I'm like, you dumbass, how the hell you gonna be there for her when you on house arrest? This just shows you how stupid he is. And even the girl Kills is like, well, how you gonna do that? Like, you can be on house arrest for months, maybe even a year or more. How you gonna be there for the kid? Like, how you gonna get to, the doctor's appointment? Or what if she goes into labor and you still on house arrest? I didn't think about that. But I ain't gonna probably be on house arrest that long. Don't you think that's something you should ask your damn probation officer? Yeah, excuse me, sir, ma'am. How long do you think this house arrest gonna last? What are we looking at here? Is it 3 to 6 months and then we gonna come back and see? Or what you estimating here? Because I got babies on the way. I'm like, come on, fool. You knew what the hell you was doing. You used her to sit up there and get you out because she probably, again, was in the court system. She knew how to work the system, told him how to work that system. And he pretty much said, thank you, ma'am, wham, bam, and I'm about to go with Pepper. So at that point, the only thing that Shante can say is, how y'all know each other, how you know Pepper. Of course, she trying to figure out. She trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You know what about her wig? One minute we see the part, the next minute we don't see the part. But what annoys me is not only the wig, I call it the Morticia Adam wig, but that damn baby hair, it irks my soul. But moving on. So at that point, they end up getting in a car. You can tell none of this was planned in her eyes. So she's annoyed. But they end up going to Pepper's house. And I must say, the way her house is set up, it does look creepy on the outside. But at that point, they end up knocking on the door. And Pepper opens up the door, but we don't see her, of course. And then their segment goes off. Look, at the end of the day, True knows he has Shante. He can do whatever to Shante, and Shante gonna be there. That's just what it is. So let's stop faking the funk, Shante. Let's stop acting like you want this man. Not stop acting like you want this man. Let's stop acting like he got to prove himself. At the end of the day, if he had to prove himself, you wouldn't have drove 5 hours away to help him stay out of prison. Proving himself means you a man, you do this on your own. Period. Exactly. Salt and pepper, because she's the salty one. So he got his salt and his pepper. I sure did. I was like, that's all I was thinking. I was like, because don't she always look salty? Every time you see her, she looks salty as hell. Who's Pepper? Salt and pepper. Exactly. Pepper is the one that we ain't met yet. And Shante is salty. That's what it is. So she's the salt and Pepper's the pepper. Shante, who just wants false free. Exactly. I guess. So she can get some peen whenever it's convenient for him. Pepper's, it did look scary. Exactly. If he's paying rent, why doesn't he have a key? Exact. Doesn't that make sense? Because he sure did have to knock on the door. He sure did. He sure did. The wig is draining my energy. Exactly. The outside of Pepper's house reminded me, oof. It definitely looked like a horror house, that's for sure. A horror house. Horror house, indeed. Sure did. She's obsessed with him, yes. She got her new wig with the baby hair just to be rejected once again. I will hope that's her hair underneath the baby hair. Please do not tell me they be having these wigs like this with the baby hair attached. Please don't tell me that actually exists. Please don't tell me that actually exists. False doesn't want to be around all the kids and grandchildren. Exactly. He don't want to be around her, period. He just uses her like he always does. That wig should have been rejected. That wig should have been on probation. That wig, that should have been a violation of probation. Okay? That wig should have been sentenced to jail. That's what that wig should have been. Exactly. She just looks a mess all the time. She does. She looks very homely at times. It's like an invisible hairline. Why? Where are Callie's front teeth? You know, I didn't look in her mouth like that. She ain't got no teeth. Oh no. Wig sitting like a backward. hairline ran away like true. The wig is vexing my spirit. I can't with y'all. I cannot. Who is Peppa again? Peppa's the one who's gonna be in the house. That's Peppa. Y'all cutting up too bad. We always cut up, and I love it. You can buy bait. Really? Really? Am I that old school where the way that you just did baby hair with me growing up is that you got a toothbrush and you got the gel and you made your own baby hair with your hair? Is that's no longer an option anymore? People are buying baby hairs at this point. I can't. I cannot. That's when I know I'm getting old. I'll be damned. I be damned. So yeah, that was the end of their segment. Um, ain't it though? Ain't it though? I don't know why. Now, some people's wigs have been laid. I will say that. Some people's wigs have been laid, but that is few, far, and in between. Few, far, and in between. So, yeah, Shante, salty Shante, let's move the hell on. Last but not least, crazy mental Zuzu and her pimples. I don't know if her mood swings annoyed me more or her face annoyed me more. I don't know. Because she's still acting like a psycho. And after all of that time that she kept plastering makeup on her face, from the sponge to all of the other stuff that she had going on, all of a sudden, in this scene, we see her with no makeup and literally taking the makeup off. I'm confused. Now, of course, clearly, I don't know if this was a scene before she started putting on the makeup. I don't know. I don't know. But I was so annoyed by this situation. I was like, what is going on here? But anywho, she's still screaming. And what's so crazy, this is why I said something ain't right with her. She's screaming, saying she's done. And that finally, when he comes into the room, because he's like, why did you take off your ring? He comes into the room and she's like, I've been waiting for you. And then literally you get upset. And all of a sudden you're just gone and you leave and no one knows where you are. And I am so tired. This is just too much. And I'm like, girl, no, you're too much. You're the one who made him leave. Didn't you remember? Do you not remember? Did you just like black out and not remember that you told him to get his shit and get the F out? Like, did you forget that? Because I sure as hell didn't forget it. You told him to get out. You told him it was over. You were screaming at him and acting like a damn demon. But then when he leaves and he disappears so he can just walk it off, because he's upset. Now you're mad that he was gone for hours and you tired and you fed up. Girl, bye. Just bye. So then at that point, she says, your mom is talking to Yona. Did you plan on going with Yona and leaving me? Girl, at this point, your insecurities and your paranoia is too much. It is annoying the hell out of me. You already knew what was going on with this relationship. You knew he had a 7-year-old daughter. You literally went to a freaking tarot reader. She told you it ain't working. You still don't want to believe her. Girl, make up your mind. Because Yona is on your mind a little too damn much. Just too much. And so he's still trying to be a man and telling her to calm down, damn near begs her to pretty much calm down and come back to him. And she's like, okay, you know what? If I take off this ring again, we're done. At that moment, Troy, you should have just said, bye, bitch. Bye. I'm done. Let me go get my daughter. Let me go get my baby mama back. I'm done. So after this, after all of that screaming and fussing, now all of a sudden she went from being unhinged to now acting like she's sedated. She went like literally from one extreme to the other. She went from being crazy as hell to now being quiet and not saying nothing. All right. And so I don't know why Troy apologized. I really don't know. I'm thinking the only thing he could have apologized for is the fact that whether it's his mama ran his mouth about their personal business or he ran his mouth to the baby mom about the personal business. But I don't know. But now she's calm. All right. And they get in the car and they make their way to Buffalo. And you hear the daughter calling him, and he's so happy to hear from his baby girl. And he even has an emotional moment in the confessional saying, he wants to be there for his daughter and let his daughter know that daddy is there and daddy will do anything for her. He seems to be a man who's truly trying. Okay, just from what we see on the show, that he is truly trying to build with not only his daughter, but his wife. So, and interesting enough, Karen's messy ass said they gonna have to move because she can't be going up and down those stairs. But then we end up seeing Karen's house, and it's a 2-story home. Ma'am, make it make sense on why they need to move, because you can't do the stairs, but you have a 2-story home. Is your freaking bedroom on the first floor and you just don't ever go upstairs? Because I'm confused. So at that point, they end up going to the family reunion, and we see Troy's sister, we see his cousin, and of course, they're happy to see him. Sister is very pretty, but that damn wig, oof, that damn wig. I didn't know what was going on with the damn wig. I mean, literally, she had this little swoop thing going on. I don't know, child. I don't know. But at that point, guess what good old freaking Zuzu does? Zuzu goes to the sister and literally is like, trying to make small talk, but we clearly know what she really wants to talk about. She's trying to figure out how the daughter is going to get there. And she's wondering if Yona is the one who's going to be bringing the daughter. What the hell do you think? She biting her nails damn near. She looked nervous as hell. What is going on here? There was food. They had little salami and crackers and cheese. Maybe they was cooking the meat somewhere. I don't know. But literally, she's paranoid. Oh, yes, another bad wig. I should have got a picture of it, honey. But her wig, I be damned. Her wig was like, it looked like it was literally 5 pounds of hair on her head, and there was no part. It was just sitting on top of her head. I didn't know what was going. It looked like a hat. That's really what it looked like, a hair hat. So she's paranoid because she's gonna have to meet Yona. Yes. Did y'all like the video yet? We got 68 people in the chat. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. But she's more paranoid about meeting her and talking to her and dealing with her. Then why would you date a man and marry a man with a child? It doesn't make any sense. She's nervous because she talked all that junk and probably knows she can't back it up. Ain't that the damn truth? Ain't that the damn truth? Because the way she was huffing and hollering and huffing and wanting to blow the house down with her breath, the way she was going, you would think that she would be ready to rumble anytime she saw Yona. But she's too worried about that girl. And you know why she's so worried about that girl? One, she's paranoid because she did her own damn cheating. And two, maybe, just maybe, I think I saw a clip of Yona. Yona's a pretty girl. And I wonder if Yona got herself together and got herself way more together than freaking Zuzu. Makes you wonder. Party City Wiz, ain't that the truth? Z is extremely selfish and insecure. Yes. It's too much edge control out here in 2024. Ooh, the Pomeranian wig. That's what we need to call it for sure. That wig was a fool with the swoop. Yeah, the swoop. The swoop wasn't even making sense. That's the problem. That ponytail probably stank. That ponytail is a chia pet. Remember Chia Pet? Chia. That's what that ponytail is. Karen got a nice house. I wonder what occupation she does. Y'all know that's probably a Section 8 SSI house. Let me not judge. Y'all know that's a damn probably Section 8 SSI house. Come on. She don't do nothing. But that's just my opinion. Zaria resents the daughter because that's Troy's connection to the ex. And she got a connection to her ex. Like, what does she expect for him to do? Just drop her? He can't. Like, it don't make any sense. She crazy. Karen is a menace. And so is Zuzu. He married his mama. That's probably why her face broke out. She been slinging that pee around. No, child, I don't know. Apparently she got PCOS, but I'm starting to think, because it seemed like the more mad she got, the more red her face got, them pimples got. It's a spirit in every pimple. It's a spirit. It's a demon spirit in every pimple. She always, exactly. She cheated with a man, exactly. She needs some gummies. She probably took those gummies before they hit the road, because she went from one extreme to another. They didn't show us. I feel like they showed us the X in the preview. I feel like they showed us the X. At least I think I saw her face. She's a pretty girl. Does Z even have a real job? Yeah, because we don't really know what Z do. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't it say on here? Let me see. She is an executive director. Y'all, you know what she the executive director of? Her mama and daddy church. I don't know that to be true, but you can get any type of fancy title when you working for a church. Don't mean you actually doing nothing. I wouldn't be shocked if that's the executive director work that she does. Wouldn't be shocked at all. I'm just saying. I saw a picture of her on another channel. The baby mama, I think we saw her in the previews, if I'm not mistaken. She's a pretty girl. Don't go there with what? What did I do? What did I do, brother? What did I do? I don't know what I did. Karen had a lot of open yards. She sure did. Probably got her own CBD. They coming up on them. They sure are. Sometimes I wish I could qualify for Section 8. They be getting big old houses, don't even be paying $500 a month. Z needs to grow up. She does. And it's amazing that this guy, Troy, spent all of his 20s and I think his late teens in prison and got out and is 29, and he's more mature than Zuzu. And she's been that may explain why she don't have her child, and her parents allegedly have her child. She put all that peanut butter on her face just to wipe it off. Yeah, I don't understand. I think that's the problem, though. I think that's the problem, is that she puts too much makeup on her face. I'm telling you, that spread was pitiful. Man gets out of jail and they give him auntie. No. Oh, not a real party platter. No ribs, greens, mac and cheese, dressed in a damn shade. Maybe they didn't have the means, or maybe they didn't know how to cook it. Let me tell you something. If you don't know how to cook, I would rather for you to buy me something from the store. Do not attempt to throw down and be disrespectful and make some nasty ribs, greens, and mac and cheese and dressing. So maybe they don't know how to cook. Hey, Monica, a nonprofit. Maybe she does work for a nonprofit. Are you really? It's a nonprofit she made. What's the nonprofit? What's the nonprofit? What's the damn nonprofit? What's the nonprofit? Anybody know? She done made a nonprofit, created her own title so she can get paid off the nonprofit. Is this what we're talking about? Let me shut up. Caesar is yeah. Child, and it's a lot of rules you gotta abide by when it comes to a nonprofit. Let me shut up. Are you serious? Are you serious, Auntie Kim? Or are you just saying that? Are you serious? Part-time brain surgeon. Are we talking about the brain? Giving brain? She needs to be fired acting that way she does if she worked for the church. She needs an exorcism. She already done cursed in the church when she was talking to her dad, and she said, "Hey, Dad," and she said, "Damn, I can't get no hug." Child, I told you, them PK kids be the worst of the worst. they do lives on Facebook and he is always defending her behavior, then he deserves it. He deserves it. I would say he married his mama. Was glad to see Troy get family love. Exactly. Ooh, catered by Boston Market. Hey, don't sleep on Boston Market. I'm sure, especially with him getting out of prison, he would have loved some Boston Market, but they ain't even do that. They ain't even do that. Poor thing. At least production could have paid for some food. Some Monica, you playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Who? What therapist? What? Y'all stop playing with me. I can't believe y'all right now. I cannot. It's jail. It's a jail nonprofit. Next week, Zuzu about to get catch them hands from the baby mama talking to them. She may. It's gonna be interesting, and guess who probably gonna be in the middle of all that chaos? Karen stirring the pot, even though she done called the baby mama a bitch, and no telling what she done called Zuzu at the same time. Nonprofit of crazy, for real. The nonprofit provides helps. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Yeah, she was a stripper before. She and him like to add a. You know what? This sounds like a straight up scallywag scandal, foolish ass relationship. Like, what in the hell? I can't. They are always on live and got a nonprofit. Come on. The Deliverance nonprofit makeup services. I cannot. Is a wig a nonprofit because it's not profiting her to live? Oh, really? Really? Ah, interesting. I'm sorry, but let me, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want anybody between my area with her face looking like that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Like, no, I don't know what that is. Now you can claim it's something. I don't know what it is. And yeah, I just no. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Wouldn't be able to do it. Wouldn't be able to do it. And my whole thing is, if she does have PCOS, I have been hearing that can definitely be treated. There are like so many things to do to get it treated. I don't know if it's that at this point or she just has bad acne. I don't know. But what I do know is it don't look right. And yeah, that would have to be cleared up beforehand. I'm just saying. I am just saying. On the preview of Life After Lockup, Troy works for the nonprofit too. So does she get money for the nonprofit and she just pays herself a salary? People get in trouble for stuff like that a lot. Maybe that's why he wasn't that mad about her cheating. Yeah, because they have an open relationship, I suppose, allegedly. I'm in love with a stripper. She has a new makeup and a new wig now. Well, good. I hope it looks nice. I hope so. Teeth, you're in love. Not my kitschy. She said in a live that her implant birth control. So then remove it. How about that? Remove it. There's other types of birth control. You know what? I can't. Look, at the end of the day, she crazy. She's just crazy. All right. And it's interesting that she just keeps focusing on this baby mama. Now, again, I don't know how Troy get down. Maybe Troy has been running his mouth too much. Maybe he has, but damn it. At the end of the day, you signed up for this. You paid for him. Deal with it. Period. And if she got so much of a nonprofit, why isn't she promoting this nonprofit yet? I hope we gonna see what she actually does. Cause so far, the only thing that I see that she specializes in is covering up them pimples with makeup. Okay. Yes. Hi, Krista D. Are you new? Yeah, someone just said that. In those type of situations, though, shouldn't you have money? Shouldn't you have something to offer? Shouldn't you? I'm just asking. Think you should have something to offer when you're trying to welcome someone else in. And what do you have to offer? Going on IG Live, she said she was having a bipolar episode, and that's why. Wait, is she bipolar? So wait a minute. She's bipolar. What? Okay. You know what? Okay. And then she gonna say that Troy told her to stop taking her medication. And she actually listens to him. You know what? Between her and Shante, I don't know whether I'm coming or going because they always got an excuse for everything. They got some type of ailment. They got some type of reason for every damn thing. Like I don't know what to believe anymore. She got a reason for everything. Hey, Lady February. Child. She basically said that she took money for the nonprofit to pay for things that she ain't that the damn truth. How does that even work? Especially when you flipping out. At this point, let the baby mama be the third person. But usually in those type of situations, you gotta have an incentive, don't you? I cannot. I cannot. That's what she claims. Thank you. Welcome, Krista D. You guys, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And so does Shante apparently. So does Shante apparently. That's the damn problem. We got 81 in the chat. Definitely hit the like button. She said she was off her meds in that scene. Okay, sure she was. Well, I can believe to stop the meds because the meds will make you lose your freaky tail drive. Who said? Who said? I done heard opposite, depending on, I guess, which one you want, that it actually may. It may help the situation. She's bipolar, not medicated, and running a nonprofit. Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they'll be back next season, unfortunately. They can offer clout. And you know what's so sad, Krista D? In this day and age, for a lot of these boys and girls out here today, because I can't call them men and women, sadly, that's all they may need is clout and IG lives. That's interesting. That's interesting. If she's lying about mental illness, shame on her. Well, I hope she wouldn't lie about that. But I could have swore someone said that she allegedly said she had PCOS. Now apparently it's the birth control implant that's causing the breakout. Child, I don't know. With that being said, y'all, that was the end of this episode. Mind you, I gave it a D and we've been on here for almost 2 hours. This is what I say when it comes to the crew. We will make the show entertaining, even if it was boring as hell or average as hell, as usual. So yeah, so with that being said, we're gonna have to see what happens next episode. How many more episodes do we have? Do y'all know? How many more episodes do we have? Maybe a couple more. And when does the life after Lockup come on? I feel like we only have a couple more episodes. They steady going live complaining. Yeah, because they mad about how stuff look, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point of getting on these shows. You don't know how you're gonna look. And then you make yourself look stupid. One finale. Oh, okay, so it's only one more left. It's only one more left. So we only have one more show left. And then after that, does Life After Lockup come straight on after? Or do they give us time? When's the premiere for Life After Lockup? Y'all let me know, or I'll look it up. But I feel like Life After Lockup, I wonder if it comes on right after that, they going to give us a break. Shit. Hopefully they give us a break. But knowing them, they going to do back to back. Life After, it comes on the 4th. Okay, so it comes on the 4th. So yeah, they doing back to back. So literally next week, yeah, we have the finale, and then we go straight into Life After Lockup. Okay. All right. Well, guess what, you guys? Guess what? I got an announcement to make. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? In 15 more minutes, baby, it's Libra season. Libra gang, where you at? Libra. Where are my Libras at? Happy birthdays to my Libras, the best zodiac sign out there. Represent the scales, represent the justice. Happy birthday to all of my fellow Libras out there. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love you all. So with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you as usual for coming to the live. Please like, share, subscribe. Happy early birthday, Elizabeth. Yes, happy birthday, Libras. Yes. Please like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Love you guys so much. Always love to talk to y'all. Enjoy the conversation and the clowning, of course, and the ratchetness. You know I love it. My twins are Libras. Happy birthday to those beautiful babies. Tell them I said Auntie Chris Nicole said happy birthday. All right, uplifting now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, your mama's one. That's what I'm talking about. So with that being said, you guys, love you guys so much. Hey, your birthday coming up. Like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys. Oh, before I leave, couple things that we're going to do. I am going to do Love and Marriage Detroit. I'm going to do another live. I thought the live the last time was pretty good. So I'll do another live on Love Marriage Detroit, either hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday. Also, the Monster Menendez actual series on Netflix. I will be reviewing that this week too. So please watch it, because sometime midweek I will be doing a review on that, because y'all know I'm from California, so I remember all of these crazy ass cases. So we're going to talk about that also, okay? So Love and Marriage Detroit live, and then we're going to do a live on the Menendez brothers that's on Netflix. It's called Monsters. That's by Ryan Murphy. Make sure you look at that so we can have a wonderful conversation about the Menendez brothers. Oh, can we get a live once power is done so we can just trash? Yeah, that's going to be the plan, Teeth. I can't do episode by episode. It's bad when I try to turn it on and I either fall asleep or I roll my eyes. I've tried, y'all, but I can't. I just can't do it. Thank you, Krista D. Best live on YouTube. Love the show, Chris. Thank you, Lisa. Love you guys. Oh, your dad is a Libra. Libra is the best. See, it's always some damn Scorpio that want to come in and try to say Scorpio season loaded. No, I'm just playing, Kim. I don't have no beef with no Scorpios, because low key, when it's Virgo season and Virgos hate it, I say it's pre-Libra season. So I ain't mad at you at all. With that being said, you guys, be safe. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles.